What initially attracted me to TMU, to be honest, is partly I love the city of Toronto. I love Canada, so I'm very excited about being in Toronto. But more importantly, I have a very specific academic area, which is real estate economics and finance. And so I'm very drawn to a place where, number one, there is research and academic work going on in this area, and also being in a location that's exciting for that field in terms of connection to industry. And so that's why I was initially drawn to TMU. One of the reasons why I've continued to grow my career and take on new leadership roles is, frankly, I love the work. I really enjoy it. You know, as an academic, I love teaching, I love research, creative activity, but the service has really spoken to me. It's something that I enjoy very much. And the reason is because in my successive positions, it gives me more and more opportunity to serve the fundamental academic goals of our university, which is to make sure that our students grow and develop as they learn and get on a path to success for their own life and as an employee, as an entrepreneur, as a community member, and also to advance the world's knowledge, right, through research. This is a goal that I can contribute through my own research, of course, but also by facilitating initiatives that help support these big goals. And so being a dean right now gives me sort of the biggest opportunity to contribute in really important ways to the mission of the university. As I've moved through my leadership roles, starting as a chair and moving through as associate dean and now as dean, some of the most important insights that I have is how do you conduct yourself and how do you make decisions? And the answer, it seems simple, but it has come to me through really a lot of thinking through items, which is number one, I have to be authentic to myself. I am who I am, and the things that I believe in are what I have to express through my decision making. And some of the most important things when I make a decision, I think about two things. I think about kindness, to make sure that I'm making a decision motivated by kindness and warmth and connection and community. These are things that are important to me as a person, and these are how I try to make sure that the work that I do is expressed through that. And the other is integrity, which I think I want to just pause at every decision and say, what is a decision with strong integrity? What does that look like? And make sure that I'm being very thoughtful in that. So those are things that help me to ground decision making that I make. And when I move forward in initiatives and strategies, this should be always the foundation, and that's personal values. So that's what I recommend, is to think about your personal values and how you can express them through the work that you have. I would encourage faculty members to step up into leadership roles because I think the work can be so rewarding and so important. These kind of roles are what give you the opportunity to make a difference. And that is really important. So we can make a difference in how we serve our students, how we serve our researchers and other faculty members, and how we serve our broader community members as well. And so this work I have always found to be very personally inspiring and rewarding. And I would hope that others would find it that way as well. So that's why I would encourage you to step up. For people who are just stepping into a leadership role for the first time, first of all, I would congratulate you because it's incredibly important work. It creates an opportunity to shape the future for faculty and students and for our institution. And so if you're considering it or if you're taking it on, thank you. It's really important work. I've always considered it to be very rewarding as well. Two pieces of advice I would have. Number one, it can be very demanding work. And so you have to protect yourself, protect your own self, make sure that you do the basics of self-care, make sure that you find a way to manage the stresses and the difficult decisions that come your way. Be very thoughtful about that and make sure that you take care of yourself. This means taking some vacation. It means being able to disconnect sometimes, making sure that you add in things that you really enjoy so that you can find a way forward in demanding roles that also still give you a lot of pleasure. The other thing I would say is to isolate and identify what's really important to you in your institution and to think about how to specifically take steps to improve that one thing. I love an initiative, right? So, for example, things that are really important to me include like connections and communities. And so think about initiatives that work to build connection and community, because that's what's important to me. And so those are the kind of initiatives that really ignite me and get me really excited. And so find what's important to you and think about how you can improve, for students, for researchers, for the institution, and do an initiative. And these can be incredibly rewarding. So take steps to move forward. So that would be my advice.